To be able to explain what happened to my finger, it's not just an easy answer there's just backstory. I just want to make it a full storyline. Hey, if I'm going to talk about this finger, then I'm going to give, juxtaposition, and I'm going to let you know. So basically just general update. I've been working, I've been out there, I've been staying busy, and I've been doing stuff. And that's basically all the same things, just reworded around. Okay, all right, listen to this. So basically, here we are now. It's into June, but I'm gonna bring you back about a month. Okay, we're talking, early May. I was getting the final tweaks on the album, sending it to distribution, and it's actually kind of a little bit funny, a little bit comedic, something about that album, because I had the idea to name it Avant Garden, which isn't the final name of it, but it is a variation of the pun of the name of it. But basically, I had the idea to name it Avant Garden before I even knew that I was gonna build a garden. That wasn't even my idea. My parents wanted to build a garden, and they didn't want to actually build it, but they just wanted to have one. And I said, hey, I'm gonna help with that. I was doing it mostly myself by the end of it, and all these skills that I just added to my little tool belt, now I'm freaking rocking and rolling. I could build a mansion with my own 2 mitts if I wanted to. By that I mean I'm probably not, but hey, I'm working towards it. I'm taking those steps. So basically, this construction era of my personal life that I've been, just diving into, just trying to get a bunch of skills done. It's almost like I've been doing so many creative endeavors throughout my life that it's almost kind of nice to do some standard, classic, traditional type of constructing rather than the metaphorical type, through the imagination of constructing. It's nice to actually do the real work and to see progress being made with my own 2 hands. So I was in this phase of just doing different yard work, different projects. I even made a new little ramp for our shed here, and then I coated it in some protector from the elements, so it should be good to go. But I found that piece of board at Lowe's, and I freaking cut it up, and I screwed it in, and I did all this stuff to make it fit like a little puzzle piece into where it needed to go. So, I was just doing all these things, and you get in the rhythm of it where it's just kind of task after task sometimes. So the task at hand whenever the finger incident went down, which actually makes it sound a lot dirtier than it actually is. It was just a little fractured finger, but basically what was happening during that is I was moving these stones around. Okay, here's an update. At that point of where I was, we had like only 2 stones. It was the second one. I was placing it on the ground. It had a little bit of dirt from previously underneath it, a little mud stuck to it, and a little mud underneath it because it had rained within the past little bit. So if you're moving a stone with mud on it on top of a different mud patch, if you imagine how it would go, one may presume that it might be a little sticky. So if you're shuffling it on the ground, it might kind of stick to the ground. Which I kind of maybe expected, but I just didn't expect it to turn out the way it did, because what was happening was, as I was trying to shift it, I was trying to safely navigate the stone into its place, and my finger was holding on to one side of the stone. Lo and behold, basically as you're moving it, there's a point where it gets stuck, to the ground, and there's a lot of momentum there. When you're trying to push something that is stuck, a lot of momentum that is building up, a lot of potential energy that is being harvested and stored within that object, that then whenever it does move, there will be more velocity, more acceleration to that item than one could have imagined previously. So then whenever that happened is precisely when my finger got lodged between 2 stones and fractured, and I couldn't move it for at least a week. I couldn't bend it really at all. But the past week, now I'm on about day 11 of the healing process, and it's feeling better. I can bend it, I can't use it. So that's where we're at, is that I can bend it a little bit. I can't make a fist, so don't even try to threaten me to punch something, because I won't do it. It would hurt, and it would probably just put me back at square one on the healing process. But it is getting better, it's improving, and I can wiggle it, and I can sleep without a splint. So it's kind of these little milestones that I'm trying to count my blessings. It's kind of the silver lining of it all. People see my finger all injured, and they say, oh, pity, but I say, hey, I got 9 working ones. Don't you even feel bad about me? It makes me, I've just been going lefty mode. I've been drawing lefty, I've been doing everything with my left hand, so it's kind of all right, making do. So that's where I've been. That's just a little update. Okay.
June 4th update still kind of looks the same, but feels a lot better. I can bend it to about like there, but I'm trying not to use it or push it at all, so I'm just kind of letting it heal, and should be fixed up in no time to what we get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.